Can you be too old to prep? Let's find out. Hi, this is Everyday Prepper. Welcome to the channel. Now I'm down on the boat again. Just wanted to share some thoughts, really. I was just down here. I wasn't intending to make a video. I came down here because I was asked next time I came down that if I could clear some weed growth that was growing on the corner of my pontoon, which I quite actually liked, because some not coots, what's the other one? Moorhens were nesting in it 2 years ago. They're not now. And we've got a real busybody down at this club who just keeps coming down. Very irritating. Comes down, thinks he knows it all, and was trying to tell me what to do. And I hate that. I've got a problem with authority, I think. But anyway, I did that, and I let all the plants just drift down to his boat. I couldn't be bothered to, risk falling in the river, bending over trying to pick it all up, because it was like right on the edge of the pontoon. Anyway, I digress. I thought I'd make a very quick video because I've just been thinking about this lately. Am I getting too old to prep? Yesterday I joined my local gym. I just signed up for a 12-month contract, so I can't get out of it. I've got to pay £32 a month, I think it is. I haven't been yet, but it was only yesterday, so I may go tonight. I'm supposed to be working, just kind of took the day off. Work wasn't going so well, and I just thought, sod it, I've got some things I want to do, so I'll go and do it. Beauty of being self-employed, but obviously you don't get paid. But I was just thinking, I've got a lot of, I'm 53 now, and I know I keep harping on about this in the some of my videos. But when you look at it, I sort of think, the last 20 years, when you sort of look back on memories and you think, crikey, oh, that was 20 years ago. I can't believe it was 20 years ago. It feels like yesterday. Well, 20 years from now, I'll be 73. And when I look at most 73-year-olds, or what I think would be 73-year-olds, walking around maybe the high street or whatever, I think of old man, bent over, can't really walk properly, maybe has a walking stick, old grey suit, cap. That's kind of the old school, old timers, but eventually we're all going to get old, and in 20 years time, which will go in a flash, I'm sure, I don't want to be hobbling down the high street. I really don't, which is why I've joined the gym. I've also joined the gym because and hopefully I'll go, at some point I'm going to have to do a lot of physical work, literally over the next couple of years. I'm probably going to have to sell my house, and I won't be able to afford to buy another house unless I live in maybe a camper van or something like that for a short period of time. So I'll be myself and my wife, my dog if she's still around then. I'll have to get rid of the chickens if they haven't passed away by then. So lots of big decisions coming up, which is going to be really painful. I'm not looking forward to it at all. But then I wondered if we could stay in the camper van and then maybe buy a house at auction or something like that. We don't really want to move away because we've got family nearby at this time anyway. So anyway, it's going to take a lot of clearing out of the house, possibly dressing the house up for sale and all that sort of stuff over the next couple of years. And the reason for this is we've still got a mortgage and it's interest only, and I didn't have a repayment vehicle. Long story, I'm not going to bore you with it. I know, stupid decision. My first house, I did a repayment mortgage, we paid it off, no problem at all, made a big profit and everything else. However, we've got equity, and as I've said before, hopefully I'll have some pension coming out as well. So we'll have quite a lot of money. But I don't want to blow it all on a property where I've then got the big bills and all that sort of thing. So we're thinking of maybe an exciting life change, I'm sure I'll document it if I'm still doing this then, which will probably be either on a barge, on a boat of some sort. We'll probably buy some land so I can do some bushcraft and camping and that kind of stuff, and lots of filming, and just general sort of coppicing and learning all that sort of stuff. And we'll either stay or live on a barge, or possibly a static caravan somewhere that's big enough to enjoy a reasonable life, and that'll be it for retirement. But it will give us money that it will reduce our outgoings massively, Hopefully I'll be able to hook up some kind of solar backup as well, so I won't have to use much power, and it'll just be water, maybe the old gas canister, till they ban it all, which they probably won't in my lifetime. And yeah, so it'll be a change of lifestyle, but it'll mean that my work I won't have to work. I'll probably work 1 day, 2 days a week, and be kind of almost semi-retired. So although it feels like, oh yeah, wonderful, retiring early and everything else, it's not retiring in luxury at all. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard graft and a lot of hard work. And I just thought, and for a period of time, we may even be homeless. I know that's probably a disrespect to the homeless people, because we won't be living on the street in a doorway or camping in the woods necessarily. We might be camping in the woods in a camper van or a motorhome. But I want to be in at least as best peak physical fitness as I can possibly be by the time all this happens. And I've let it lax, but luckily I've got experience in weight training. I have a lot of muscle memory, so it only takes a couple of weeks for everything to kind of spring back into place, if you like, and just build up some nice lean muscle and some movement in me, because I still feel like Joe Biden when I wake up in the morning, and it's it takes me an hour and a couple of cups of coffee to really get moving. And that's pretty bad. I'm sure there's much fitter 53-year-olds out there, but then you also see these young whippersnappers in their 20s, 30s, and 40s even, and still very, very active. And if you're prepping, all I can say is just stay active. Do all those things now, but also bear in mind you will get older at some point. So I'm going to try and get as physically strong as I can. I mean, I've heard of 80-year-olds pushing 400 pounds bench press. So if they can do it, I know that's probably few and far between, but if it's the mindset, right? So as long as I don't push myself to injury and overdo it, then that's the plan, is to get down the gym 3 times a week now, and hopefully stop having to wake up with back pain and shuffling around in the morning trying to get downstairs and all that sort of thing. So because I don't want to be like that, especially if I'm going to be doing more camping videos and things. Although funny enough, camping in a tarp, under a tarp in the woods, roughing it, when I've got up in the night for the loo, or got up in the morning, no back pain whatsoever. So that probably says something about my mattress at home, doesn't it? So maybe I need to change my mattress, or just camp and live in the garden. That could be an option, possibly. Get rid of the chickens. So yeah, I just wanted to just put some thoughts out there, really. How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments, please. Be gentle. I'm sure that everyone once in a while has let their physical fitness lapse, but I know that I can bounce it back fairly quick. It's just that mental hurdle of getting through to motivate myself to get down the gym 3 times a week is what I'm looking forward to doing. Because once I'm there, I know that once I'm in there, I know I'll work out. It's just pushing myself to get in there 3 times a week. If I can do that, I'll be fit as a fiddle in a few weeks' time, hopefully. And cut down on what I eat. Probably, maybe I'm looking at fasting, possibly the odd day, 1 day a week, maybe, or something like that, or 1 day a month, or whatever. Because I know that can be good for you, and it's also good training for hard times. I know when I go camping, I don't really eat very much at all, because it's just a chore to cook stuff up. So, but if you're camping long term, I think you'd obviously have to eat. But yeah. So that's a concern that's been on my mind, and every year I've been getting. It's only been a couple of years that I've been off the weights, but it really takes its toll. And I think as you get older, I can just imagine that if you're not exercising at all, or doing any kind of physical activity, or stretching out, be it yoga, weights, running, or any kind of stretching the body how you wouldn't do in normal everyday life. If you don't do any of that, when you get to your 70s and 80s, I can imagine that's it. You will seize up and you'll have serious health conditions. So, luckily I don't smoke or drink, anything like that. I don't have any bad, any drug habits or any bad. I don't have any bad drug habits. I don't have any kind of dodgy habits like that that could be toxic to my system over the years. So I've given it all up. But I just wondered if I'm the only one that is feeling this way. It feels like it sometimes. I mean, My wife's older than me. She runs several times a week, does the park run. She would outrun me on 5k, definitely. I mean, I could probably push myself, but I'd be worried about having a heart attack if I really push myself. I can do the park run. I've done the odd park run, but again, it's something I haven't done regularly, and I just feel now that time is coming to a point where I've got some big physical challenges ahead of me that I need to be physically prepared for. So, what on earth has this got to do with prepping? Well, you can prep for all sorts of things, right? So I'm prepping for a big physical challenge potentially that's coming up, and that's my plan, is to get prepped for it. And luckily that will mean that I'm also prepped for hard times even when they come along. I know we're hearing almost daily now, oh, the hard times are coming. Yeah, they're coming. They were coming yesterday. Yeah, but they're coming. They are coming. So okay, well, we don't know when, so maybe they are, maybe they're not, but I'd rather be in peak shape and then hard times not come than hard times come and I'm not being in any shape at all. So and I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm planning on doing some camping soon, and I've got a couple of little ventures planned as well, which I'll obviously put a video and put up. In the meantime, I think I'm going to check out of here and try and slip past the old know-it-all. And thanks for watching. Stay prepared.